Hey everybody, it's Jade again. It's been almost a day since the Sunday night football fiasco that was the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears, who are the true kings of the North. Not Minnesota, that's who, nope, no. The Vikings once again blew it during primetime. That should be pretty much a tradition for the Purple at this point. Under pressure, failing to live up to any sort of expectation at all. No, once again, boom. And Gladiator, just boom, gone. You know what? Just done. This team is done. They're done. They're not making the playoffs. They're not going to. They're nowhere near the Super Bowl. No, not at all. Anyone that is the purple positivity people that are still out there, you know, if you want to keep thinking that, that's very cute. That's very touching. You do what you have to do. Whatever makes you feel better. Okay? It's at this point, I'm looking, let's look to next year. You know, there's always next year, right? Man, because this team isn't going anywhere this year. Nope, they're not. I mean, I'm not completely and utterly shocked. Let's just say I'm disappointed as a fan. The Chicago Bears won last night 25-20 versus the Vikings. The Bears moved to first place in the NFC North. They are sitting at 7-3. The Vikings are in second place. They're a game and a half behind. The Vikings moved to 4-1. I mean, where do we begin last night? What is with this squad? I mean, did we give was it too high of expectations, this game? Was it? Chicago, they're for real. Okay, they showed up last night. The team that showed up was the team that was gonna win, and one team showed up, and well, lo and behold, there was not a tie, was there? No, there wasn't. The Chicago defense is pretty good. I mean, Khalil Mack, he's an issue. He's an issue for every other team besides the Bears. He's an issue for the Vikings. I'm pretty sure it was clear that Cousins had been having nightmares about Khalil Mack all week. Yeah, the offensive line is no good. We knew that. This whole effing time that they were no good. We know that. They're no good. Okay, and clearly it shows they're no good. Cousins also no good. I'm over it. 2 interceptions last night, a pick 6. Also with fumble, Cook. I don't want to say I told everybody so, but I mentioned it before. Cook and Cousins hang on to the ball. What did they two turnovers, one from each of them, Cook and Cousins. Thanks a lot. The offense was putrid. They were shut out until the third quarter. Thanks to the kicker. Thanks, Dan Bailey. Thanks for those points, homie. And then, of course, once again, in typical Vikings fashion, they dangle a carrot there. They dangle a little effing carrot and try to, hurry up at the very end there when pretty much we're out of time at that point. Maybe if you would play with a little hustle, little hurry up the whole second half, maybe you would have had a little time. It's just literally putrid, pathetic. I mean, it's trash. It's trash play. It really is. I mean, the defense, they can't do it. They can't do it all. Okay, and you know what? Harrison Smith, he had a penalty, a personal foul in the fourth quarter, a big one, 15-yarder. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. But I think he was pissed off. He was over it at that point. He was like, hey, here I showed up once again. I'm showing up and trying to do everything for this fucking squad. You know what? He's probably over those dudes too, and was like, get me out of here at this point. He's probably just frustrated. You know what? He probably got frustrated, all right? I mean, yeah, everybody does. Just, and I saw Xavier Rhodes at one point, too, throwing a little hissy fit out there. It's just, I don't know. It's just all pathetic. You know what? The real legit team, they won last night, okay? It's like, We should just look to next year. Let's get rid of Treadwell once again. Why the fuck is he still on this team? Is just beyond me. Does nothing, useless. You might as well pass to a fucking ghost at this point. You know what? You can throw right through them. That'd be more helpful at this point. Get rid of Cook. Get rid of Treadwell. Get rid of Cousins, too. Get rid of all three of them. Nice little package bundle deal. Get rid of them. Yeah, I said Cousins. And, I don't want to go back to the freaking Case Keenum thing and that whole... Why not just keep him on for one more effing year? Spend a little bit of money on your offensive line. But, oh, no, let's trade up and get a kicker who then gets kicked off the squad and then goes to another team and kicks their winning field goal for him. But I digress. I mean, that's, the fan venting there coming out. I mean, the Vikings, I think there was way too high of expectations for this squad. I mean, come in. They had to put up or shut up, and man, they have to shut up now, don't they? Yeah, they do. They do not. The Bears have a way easier schedule moving onward here. They're really going to be playing catch up there with that. The Vikings get the wild card. Let's not get the cart before the horse, as the Vikings are wont to do a lot of the time. They have Green Bay this week coming. It's going to be the Vikings playing the Packers at US Bank Stadium, which is pretty much going to be like a home game for both teams. I mean, there's generally a lot of cheeseheads that come on over. So I don't. The Vikings couldn't even beat the Packers the first time. I mean, they're probably not going to win that game. Then the Vikings play at New England. They're going to lose that. And then they're at Seattle. They're going to lose that. Then they're at home against Miami. They'll probably win that. Then they're at the Lions. I could throw them a bone there. They might win that. And then they're at home against the Bears. And if the Bears have all their players and, unless they're sitting half their squad, then let's throw the Vikings a bone on that one. But it's it's over. It's over. You know what? And I think I read this or heard this statistic right. Cousins is now 4-12 in primetime games. It's going to be a miracle, okay? Mike Zimmer's going to be like Annie Sullivan, a miracle worker, if the Vikings end up with a 500 or above record at this point. I mean, honestly, who throws an interception? Cousins, that's who. Oh, it's just, I'm looking at my notes here to try to, let's look ahead to next year. Let's do it. Let's work on that offensive line. Let's get it together in the off season. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so. Yep, so the Vikings are going to be hosting the Green Bay Packers in another primetime Sunday night game. So I'll see you guys in, 6 more days or so at this time of evening. Ooh. Purple Nation, what do we do? It's laughable to me at this point because I think if I was more shocked about it, I'd be way more pissed off. It's just laughable now. You know what? Prove me wrong, damn it. Prove me wrong. Win all these games. Get your purple shit together. Prove me wrong. I would love it as a fan. But if they make the playoffs, I mean, they're going nowhere. So we can't trust Cousins with the ball. I'm so over him. Do all the kissing cousins like that? Are you happy now? Are you happy? Probably not. I think that ship's sinking. So, all right. So the Vikings are now 5-4-1, second place in the NFC North, a game and a half behind Chicago, man. And so on to Green Bay. So the Vikings hosting the Green Bay Packers this Sunday night on Sunday Night Football, another Sunday night game. So here's that. See y'all then.